Hi everyone, say hello. Scott and Amy Sharkey from Sharkey's Greenhouse is up here in Crivets, Wisconsin, and today I kind of sprung a spontaneous, she's like, we haven't done a video today. So I'm like, let's pick out our 3 favorite begonias.
Okay, I'm ratting you out.
Oh.
Because you picked out the begonias, and you told me they were going to be my favorite.
Well, and
so now you get 6 favorites because you had picked 3.
We each picked 3. So, okay, pick your favorite that you picked.
Okay.
So, and this is not a comprehensive list. These were just, the definition was favorite begonias. We have a lot of begonias,
yep,
but
we'll
what's
explain
yours?
why.
Yeah, okay.
So this here is a sweet spice apple blossom. This will open up. It's a very pretty, it's kind of a mounding, it gets a little bit larger. What I like about it is the blossoms smell just like the name. So they smell like an apple blossom. And I thought that was so cool. I picked it out when we were kind of picking out what plants we want this year. And I saw the name and I'm like, oh.
Does it really smell?
Does it really smell?
It really does.
It really, really smells. So if you like that fragrance, good. If you don't, then stay away from this one. So that's one of mine.
Okay.
Do you want all 3 of mine?
I'll go. I'll go next. We'll alternate.
Okay.
So this is a Rex begonia, and this color is called Red Bull. I don't know if this is going to show up on camera. It shimmers. It's like red. So the leaves are actually just shimmery red. I don't know if there's maybe too much sun in here, but I saw this and I thought, oh, this is so cool. And we pick out different Rex begonias every year. There's so much variety, and it's really in the leaves. You know, there's variegation in the leaves, but this one was just absolutely stunning. I don't know that it's actually going to show up on camera, but it's like really, really red.
And note, this one is foliage. It's not.
Yeah,
it might get some weird.
Sometimes
flowers,
they get a little tiny flower,
but it's not for the flowers.
It's not for the flowers.
It's for the foliage.
Oh, I hope this shows out. Yeah, it's so cool. But this is a really cool one. So this one is called Red Bull, and this is in the Rex begonias. So that was one of my favorites.
Okay. It's not bright red, but it's like a little delicate peach color.
So
those are. This is the
Homulus begonias.
Homulus begonia.
Homulus.
Again, shade.
Yep.
So all the ones that we've done so far have been shade. Shade begonia, it's going to get a nice little mound to it, and it's going to just keep getting all these pretty little blooms. And if you can see, it has a little bit of, I'm trying to squint my eyes.
You like
to
this
see
color?
I do. I don't know. This year, some years I'm into the purples. It changes every year, but this year, even with the petunia baskets that I liked before, it's all been this like light peachy color that I've been drawn to.
Mm-hmm. So, and the Homulus have, compared to the regular tuberous begonias, they have more blossoms, but they're smaller. Where the tuberous begonias will have a great big flower, but less of them. The Homulus series has lots and lots of multiples, so this thing will just be loaded. We have little, we make little 8-inch hanging baskets with it. They turn out beautiful. Okay, this was mine.
Yeah, look at that color difference.
Sure. So this also is a Homulus. This was my pick. Again, I was watering, and when I was looking at this, I was like, oh my goodness, it's just brilliant. And the leaves are real dark. So they're like a dark bronzish color. They're not a green leaf. So it's just really, really contrasting. It's different. But again, so Homulus begonias, lots of multiple little flowers.
Yeah, you can see them all up inside.
Yeah, this is just going to be absolutely loaded with flowers. All of these are just little buds that haven't popped yet. But again, really, really stunning. And it's another shade plant, but this was one of my picks.
Yep.
Not my favorite, though. We'll get to that.
Okay.
My absolute favorite. Yeah, these are cool.
This is the dragon wing.
Uh-huh.
And it gets little red flowers. There's some that have pink. There's all different ones, but we have the red ones. It's really pretty. It's not like it gets not really full, but it gets flowers on it all over.
Yeah, they're the tiny little flowers.
But it'll bloom out a little
foliage.
further. Yeah, lots of foliage.
They get big.
But they get really tall.
Yeah.
And they can tolerate sun. They can go full sun to full shade.
So 2 years ago, we had one of our great big 400 or 500 gallon pots out front, and we had dragon wing begonias, like
they did
loaded,
fantastic.
and they got huge. I mean, 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, we had a really bad wind that year, and when they grow together, they like lock in, and that pot didn't do anything in that wind. It just stayed there. They were like so sturdy. I thought that wind was just going to shear them right off, and they like locked in together. So they were very hardy when it comes to wind and the full sun.
So this was kind of a no-brainer for me because I'm practical. So
yeah.
So yeah. I not only want like pretty blooms, and it'll have pretty blooms all over it, but I want it to be sun or shade. I want it to be tall so I can stick it in the middle. They hold a lot of moisture, so especially with begonias, you want to be careful as far as how much you're watering them. Not that you don't want to water them light, it's just that they hold so much moisture in them that if they go on the drier side, they have a little bit more reserve to them.
Yeah, it buys you some time because they're not succulents, but they almost act like a type of a succulent.
They hold so much in there.
Yeah.
So, dragon wing begonias.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
My turn?
Yep.
Where am I last?
You're last.
Last. Okay, my absolute favorite, because I just use, this is my go-to, and I've said this before, wax begonias.
You should pull one out.
I love wax begonias because they can go in full sun, full shade.
We used to think it was just shade.
Yeah.
Until we went to Disney and they had this whole hillside done up with like a
It was at Epcot.
Yeah, it was
Epcot,
like the Disney Flower Festival.
Yep.
And it was all full of wax begonias making a design. And he stood there and went, "Are you kidding me?
Well, these can go in sun? That changes everything." Yeah, I actually didn't know that.
Florida hot sun, and
that was before
amazing.
we had greenhouses. We didn't have greenhouses. Yeah. I was like, wax begonias in the sun? No way. Yeah, they can handle full sun, full shade.
And how big will each one of those get?
You know, they fill out nice, and 8 to 10 inches or so.
Check the tag.
Yeah, 8 to 10 inches. Scott was right.
And we do have them in the bronze too.
Yeah, so I like the green leaf, but there is a bronze colored leaf too, and it's same exact flowers, same colors. For me, it's just a go-to when I'm doing up a combination planter and I just want to put in some extra little something. I always go to the wax begonias. A lot of times it's the white wax begonias because it just goes with anything, like with your purple or reds or whatever, it doesn't matter. So the wax begonias, they just very fuss-free. They can handle scorching sun. They can go in the shade. If they go drier, they don't fuss like a petunia or something else that just they just wilt down.
Keyword is drier.
Drier. They can't. They're not a cactus, but they can certainly handle much more abuse. So a lot of our
somebody like that leaves for the weekend.
Yep, a lot of our customers are weekenders. They come up to the cabin and they want to know, like, what can I put out at my cabin? I'm not going to be back till next weekend. Wax begonias are in that family.
Yeah.
So that was
your favorite.
That was my favorite. Yeah, because I also am practical. Going with the wax begonias.
Okay, I'll give you
In every other sense, I'm not practical at all. I'm like, I want a skidster. And she has to be the adult in the room and say, no, you don't need that. So
we can budget for it.
Yeah. Oh, budget. That's a dirty word.
So how many of you have planted begonias and had success with them?
Yeah.
And what kind did you plant? Did you plant bedding? Did you plant the real tall dragon wing style ones or ones that cascade over?
In that family, angel wing begonias.
Angel wing would be in that family.
Tall Rex begonias that are just a
foliage,
a really, really unique foliage.
Yeah. There's a lot of different
There's the little tuberous begonias. So yeah, let us know down in the comments, and we will continue to be showcasing. This is the fun part now of if you've been following us, we started in bare empty greenhouses in the winter, and now we're getting into that point where, look at the hanging baskets behind us. They're stunning. And I know somebody's going to ask, those are the proven winners, the Bordeaux. It's just a beautiful purple.
It's kind of got that dark
Yeah, dark throat to it. It's they're just gorgeous. So we will continue to showcase some of the different plants and flowers as we go along.
Yeah, and today we're late doing this because we're getting prepped.
You're getting ready to open up
this Thursday, which is so exciting. The 25th.
Yeah, April 25th. So we're going to be getting open, and then boom, our season is crazy busy. May and
so
June, we're going 18 hours a day.
So speaking of being open, our hours are going to be Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 3, and Sundays we're closed.
Yep.
So that's our day to.
And that's Central Time. So if you're visiting I know a lot of people are coming from. We've been getting a lot of messages and emails of, hey, I'm coming from
here or there,
all over especially the upper Midwest. They're making some 10, 12, 14-hour treks to come see us. And
we're so excited.
That is awesome. Yeah.
It's amazing. Always a little bit of like that nerves going on, and then it hits and you get into a rhythm and it's all good. But
yeah,
it's that I think it's the excitement.
But now like the weather is starting to, like today was sunny, and it's getting harder and harder. Like I have to, with the watering, it's so demanding where these plants are, you can see they're getting bigger and bigger, and they're requiring more water and more care. So it's getting to be, it's consuming, but it is fun to see them at this point.
Yeah, it is. But we can't wait to see them go.
Yeah, that too. And then I can go buy a skidster.
No, you can't.
Another one. Or another forklift.
On that note, we'll have that discussion.
The adult in the room says no. All right, we will see you again. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.